Shanti. Make your foundation of faith strong and remain constantly fearless and carefree. Nothing new. It is the duty of problems to come and the duty of a soul whose intellect has faith to become an embodiment of solutions and to transform problems. Why? As soon as each of you Brahmin souls took birth, you challenged Maya that you would become a conqueror of Maya. The form of a problem is a form of Maya. Since you challenged her, Maya will definitely oppose you. However, with your victorious form and with your intellect having faith, consider everything to be nothing new and overcome the situations, and you will remain a carefree emperor. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. So today is a very special day. According to east side. So for tomorrow, west side. So tomorrow is Bap Dada's Milan Day. So we'll announce that the schedule for Bap Dada's Milan Day. But also tomorrow is time change day. So please make sure tonight when you sleep, before you sleep, you change your clock. So it will be clocks move forward 1 hour. So you're going to lose 1 hour, but it's bring forward daylight saving time. And from tomorrow in India, I mean the east side, we'll be having series 1 hour early. So this is to note, and also happy Women's Day to everyone. International Women's Day. So now, because our whole organization is led by women, right? So it's a very special day for all of us. And today is day 8. Make your foundation of faith strong and remain constantly fearless and carefree. Today's topic, nothing new. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Dadi Gulzar gave such a powerful point about inheritance for 21 births. So 8 are in golden age, 20 in silver age, which is 21st. Now, right? So do you feel in this birth that you are living the life on the inheritance of God? How many of you think that? Inheritance of God. So this is your first birth of Jivan Mukti, right? Who, when we feel it, then the guarantee which is given for another 20, you feel certain. But if I don't experience Jivan Mukti now, then I still will doubt another 20 births, right? So always remind yourself This is the birth where I have God's inheritance. You will really see that, of course, we make effort and we do everything, but all the time you feel it's from Baba. Baba is helping, Baba is giving, Baba is providing, Baba is sustaining. No? So we have to see what will be, what is inheritance. I always feel that nobody, if you ask any businessman, how come you are successful? What's the secret? He will never tell you. Ask anyone, they won't tell you because you will steal that secret and then your business will be competitive. So they won't tell. And big companies, their management, they don't share with anyone. Mm. One time, one employee was living in a big company. So chairman used to come. He said, anyone who is leaving, I give 1 month extra salary. I gave him lot of gifts so that when he leaves, it doesn't talk about company. you know. And I learned from that because same time at our center, one sister wanted to leave. So I learned from him that let her leave happily. So I gave her what you want, whatever you want, take it. Understand what was very royal way, like Brahma Baba, no? So many were ready to leave. Baba said, when are you leaving? Baba never said, don't leave. Why are you leaving? Baba said, I was noticing they are gossiping, they are not concentrated. Baba was noticing their behavior. Looks like they are not happy. So Baba said, it's all right if you are not happy. You can leave. So sometimes we learn, I always have habit to kind of learn from, different people. So after that person, the chairman, I said he is true because, you know, we have to look at what will keep them happy even if they leave. So Baba saying nothing new. It is the duty of it is the duty of the problems to come. It is the duty of the problems to come and duty of his soul whose intellect has faith. Now we keep saying we have faith, right? But those who have faith, what will happen? Those who have faith to become embodiment of solutions. So test of your faith is how much you are embodiment of hmm, embodiment of solutions. Hmm. Maya's duty is to bring problems. Hmm. And those of us who have faith, what we have to do is embodiment of solution. Because sometimes when there are problems, we really feel challenged. Hmm. Rather, what we should feel is a chance, opportunity to find new things, find some solutions, and but we very quickly come down. This is problem. Very small things, right? Even if they are big, that Baba says you have to become embodiment of solutions, transform problems into solutions. Baba says, as soon as each of you Brahmin souls took birth, you challenge Maya that you would become conqueror of Maya. So Maya will challenge you. So Baba says the form of a problem is form of Maya. The form of problem is form of Maya. Since you have challenged Maya, Maya will definitely oppose you. However, with your victorious form, and Baba says that with your intellect, having faith, victorious form, intellect having faith, consider everything to be nothing new and overcome the situations, and you will remain in carefree king. I think people were ready with bags, baggages, and war began just that day. And lot of people, even we tell them, this time we especially tell, don't buy Middle East Airlines ticket. But still people went and bought Emirates, and there is one other one. Must be some reasons, I didn't go in detail. They all are sitting. Not only that, but now what they're paying is what they were saving, maybe $100 or so. Ticket is more, 2,000 more. And everyone can't afford 2,000 more, right? Even to buy that ticket, they save money. And when they have to pay 2,000, 3,000 more. So I feel that, there is a time will come more critical. Then we have to understand signals. So if we catch signals, but then again we look at it and we say they are fortunate, they can stay. So yesterday someone called me that Lotus House, old one, new one, they all are very full. We have many in Gyan Sarovar, some in Shantivan, trying to get reroute, trying to get new ticket. COVID time it had happened. Some were really stuck. So we were able to help that time because it's not you have to buy new ticket, but they have to overstay, so they needed some more money. So you can help, but to buy new tickets is very expensive. So I think that I feel we should get signals and catch those signals and do it. Okay.
Om Shanti, dear Mohini Didi, everyone in Avekti Parivar, Om Shanti. So, Didi, I'm back into Zoom world, also into Jasmine world. Just
Wow.
beautiful jasmine flowers blooming. It's almost like spring in the living room.
Hmm.
So
I
nice to
think
see you.
it must be your love that when we
My love.
heard you doing it, we got many plants, but no plant give us flowers. There is some love in your magic, something magic that in the summer he brought, in winter he brings from outside. He has a little terrace. He brings them inside, and still they blossom, and then he will take them out. So, but definitely there is some magic in your love for plants, right?
Well, I think it's love for plants, but I think also because you often mention that you like nature and you serve nature. When I arrived, there were many jasmine flowers in bloom, and I said, "Oh," and I felt they were all blooming just for you, saying, "Who wants to be on Avyekti Parivar?" And all the flowers said, "Me, me, 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 me." So I choose this one. So they like to be with you as well. So I think it's not just my love, but it's also your energy that makes them bloom. So I'm happy when they bloom, even in winter.
Yeah,
So yes.
I always used to plant, water the plants, water the grass. I like to spend half an hour every day doing
Mhm.
some things with the nature. Mm.
I think we are all spiritual gardeners at the same time. And I was thinking, and I know it's not very connected to the topic today, but I was thinking maybe you can share some ideas. I was feeling when I was in Madhuban also as if, purity is a process. And I think for most of us, we want to increase the level of purity more and more. We understand Baba's expectation of purity to be very, very high. And I was wondering, what do you think would be the connection between the feeling of worthiness and purity? And I was wondering, can sometimes the fact that there is still body consciousness and that the purity is not as much as I would expect it, that it stops the soul from really experiencing to be worthy. Do you think purity comes first and then worthiness, or worthiness comes first and purity, or how do they work together? How is your experience of feeling worthy connected to purity?
I think they are interconnected, but before I go into that, that purity at this time is cleanliness, no? That whatever traces emerge, we don't know how much is there, but traces emerge suddenly, like emotionally, you start depending on people. So you know there is some karmic accounts of attachment or part of body consciousness. So as soon as the traces emerge, if we keep cleaning them, cleaning, any kind, whether it could be someone said, oh, I get irritated very quickly because that irritation is part of anger, right? So every vice, we have conquered vices, but a lot of traces are there and they keep emerging. So I find that if we pay attention and clean it, don't get scared of what happened. Just clean it, and keep moving forward. When Baba comes, he makes us feel worthy. And when we feel worthy, we are inspired to be pure. And when there is purity, you experience your worth. So, first is believing your worth, then inspires you to live a life of purity. And from that purity, you experience your worth. That because I remember that when I always had believed in family life. So when I came to Baba, and naturally Baba explains you were deities and all that, and we do feel that. And one time Baba said, when all the spiritual leaders also don't live the life of purity, Baba comes tell his children, I want to use your power of purity for world transformation. So I immediately said, okay, if my life of purity can be for God will use that power for world transformation. It's all right. I will change my concept of the life of a family life. I will just remain pure. So I think that as soon as you realize your self worth, You are inspired to live the life of purity. And as much you keep becoming pure, that much you experience your worth also.
I know usually Baba tells us to focus on our qualities and see the greatness of the soul. But at the same time, he's also telling us, check yourself.
Mm.
And very often he says, make sure you can see if there is a slightest trace of impurity. Did you say something wrong? Did you do something wrong? Or, like the checking sometimes is such that you feel, okay, I have qualities, but if I check and I realize I'm not where I want to be, sometimes I feel this may affect how we feel about our worthiness or even our self-respect, thinking that, oh, I was hoping to be here, but then I'm here. So, how do you suggest we can cope with checking the self, knowing the flaws and the mistakes, but yet not allowing this to affect our self-worth or self-respect or self-esteem?
You know, checking is a very, very common thing. So let's say you make a portrait, or you are an artist, do something, or you make an arrangement of flowers. In the end, you check, right? All colors, are they good? Combination is good or not? So checking is a very common process, and which we all do with everything. But also when you are checking, check what percentage is needed. That means maybe I have 90% humility or 80%. So I need another 20%, right? Never look at, oh, I don't have this. I don't. I think we all have all the qualities, but certain percentage is required. So if you see it in a positive way, then you're not losing your self-respect nor your experience of self-worth. I never feel worthless or never feel my self-respect is reducing, because I say, oh, I have this virtue and it's working, it's 80%, 90, but maybe 10% I have to work more on it and it will happen. So for me, I always feel I'm almost near perfection. Why I'm going to give up? If I go back, it's a long way. If I move forward, it's a short way. So what should I adopt? Short one or longer one? Right? If we all decide to go back to world of vices, it will be very difficult, right? But if I say whatever percentage I have to still make it, it's less, so I will definitely do that. So it's the way one thinks also. And I always tell everyone to, that's why Baba said, look at specialties. Look at even if you check you have weaknesses, but you know that you can transform them. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. I know
Does
it's
it
Merly
so?
time as well soon, but the feeling sometimes is I don't think it's so much to feel worthless or unworthy, but sometimes it's the feeling of lacking a degree of worthiness to be close and close to Baba, of course. And even when I was in Madhuban, I had a strange experience with Brahma Baba. And I was thinking, how much do I really experience him to be my father? I like when you say he's your guardian angel. But I was watching him as my dad, and I was saying, am I satisfying you? Are you okay with me, or do you expect more? And I was feeling Brahma Baba is such an authority of purity and greatness, and it's not that I felt worthless, but I was feeling that I need more worthiness to be closer to him. Is that okay, or is it possible, or is something wrong with my thinking?
No, I know that you also met Dadi Prakash Mani, right?
Yeah,
You
yes.
didn't meet Brahma Baba. So when you were with Dadi Prakash Mani, what was your experience?
You're
Was
right.
it Same type of conversation, or it was different?
No, with
Your
Daddy, yeah, that's different.
relation relationship with Daddy
Yeah.
Prakash Mani. What was your experience?
Yeah, there was never, I don't think there will be the feeling of lacking something to be close. There was attraction, there was inspiration, and I think there was the magnetic pull to want to be like her. So yeah, you're right. I should think about it. You're clever. You really, you always, I feel like I'm a little congested sometimes spiritually, and you always give me a nice way to blow my nose so I'm not congested anymore spiritually.
Even with Dadi Janki, you had been,
Yes.
and their vision towards you was higher than maybe what your stage was, because they knew that you will make it. So I think what I take from that is always that how they look at us, and of course, sooner or later we will be that. Even the part which we are playing is their vision towards us, right? And it was vision, and then it practically happened. I don't know. I always feel so much affiliated, so much common between ancestor souls and myself. Maybe I have this nature that I don't look at what is not there, but I always look at what is there. And I just keep appreciating, and I know that one day, whatever little is left, we will be able to claim that also and become perfect 100%.
Thank you. It's too short. I have more questions, but I'll keep them for next week. So I'll come back to the same topic next week. But thank you, Didi. I know it's early time there. Next week will be a different time, so maybe we'll have a few more minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wish you well. I'm sure you must be missing us a little bit, no? We all left to Gyan to Madhuban, to our country. Are you missing us a little bit?
I
Not
have
really.
such a big family here. Why will I miss those who have gone, right? I, I enjoy whatever family I have here. Why I will miss those who are there, right? So I have a big family. I don't miss
Very
anything.
good.
And you know that half of the double foreigners still sitting here, right?
Right.
Who was supposed to go, Marcel? You were supposed to go? Not
Oh,
yet. Look
wow.
at this Avyakti Parivar.
Very nice. Well, I might
And
really.
today they had posters of ancestor souls to celebrate Women's Day, right?
All
They
right.
will show in the end maybe to Avyakti Parivar.
I
And the
have my
Toli
three
for you.
one.
And Toli for you. You give
Thank
us
you.
flowers, we give you Toli. Very nice Toli of cashews and pistachio and yeah. Okay. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you. Shanti. See you next
Om
week.
Shanti.